coming in. After the showdown at the White House, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has taken to social media platform X. He says, and let me quote, "We are very grateful to the United States for all their support. I'm thankful to President Trump, Congress for their bipartisan support, and American people. Ukrainians have always appreciated this support, especially during the 3 years of full-scale invasion." Zelensky further said that they are ready to sign minerals agreement and it will be the first step towards security guarantee. Let's quickly go across to Siddhant. Siddhant, is this a tweet which is also reeking of regret?
Well, there's definitely language. If we go by the language that has been used in this fourth Akanksha, then definitely, there is a meltdown on the part of Zelensky. In fact, in the very beginning only, he is saying that as you read that post, that we are very grateful to the United States for all the support. I'm thankful to President Trump, Congress for the bipartisan support. In fact, in the third paragraph, he mentions it very, very clearly. Zelensky, perhaps for the first time since what we witnessed happened at the Oval Office. And he writes that we are ready to sign the minerals agreement. It will be the first step towards security guarantees, but it's not enough. We need more than just that. A ceasefire without security guarantees is dangerous for Ukraine. And in fact, he also said this that he's thankful to President Trump for the support. He wants to end the war, but no one wants peace more than we do. And he said that President Trump's support is crucial for Ukraine. So perhaps it's kind of going by the language, it's kind of a meltdown of Zelensky. In fact, he has given an interview also to a famous American network, and he has spoken on the similar lines. Perhaps that interview will be broadcasted shortly. So, now this is coming from Zelensky because, as we were discussing before also, that there is a lot of pressure on Zelensky in Kyiv also, in Ukraine as well, because many people have not received it well the way he behaved with Donald Trump.
That's exactly what I was coming to. Give us a sense of the kind of high pressure right now on the Ukrainian president himself, because A, you have impeachment, and B, I'm sure there's going to be a validation to all those allegations that the US president himself has made, that it is Zelensky who's the dictator and that it is he who began the war.
Well, that's right. And, there cannot be any peace without America and American president. And, everybody, nobody will refute this, because America has to play a very crucial role when it comes to peace talks. So even if today Zelensky walked out of White House and, there was an heated exchange of words, arguments which happened. But one thing is for sure, that Ukraine cannot stand a single day without America's support. And perhaps that has been realized by the Ukrainian side. And it's a reflection of a very smart diplomacy that within 12 hours, perhaps even less than that, they have come to this realization. And there is a social media post which has come from President Zelensky's handle, perhaps thanking Donald Trump and US for the bipartisan support, people of the United States, and also acknowledging the importance of President Trump's support as far as peace process is concerned. So it's a very smart move, perhaps, to repair the damage, the ties which have broken down yesterday after what happened at the Oval Office, the argument. It's a good start. It's a good attempt to perhaps repair the damage that has been caused. But it would really be interesting to see that how Americans are going to react to this social media post by President Zelensky.
Right, and when you hear that from the Ukrainian president saying that we are ready for a minerals deal, one that was supposed to be signed on Friday but did not happen, what is the promise that that minerals deal will bring for Ukraine?
Well, Akanksha, I'm hearing this for the first time from Zelensky, where he's saying that we are ready to sign the minerals deal. But he also says that, what about the security guarantee to Ukraine? We want more, because what if Russia again attacks Ukraine in future? So definitely he's concerned for his country, and perhaps that has, many have come in support of Zelensky. Also, in fact, whole of European Union is supporting him at this point in time. But then there are people in Ukraine, in Kyiv, those who have not liked the way things unfolded at White House yesterday, because people in Kyiv, Ukraine understand the importance of the United States and the contribution of the United States. So they still feel. In fact, I have spoken to many people in Kyiv, and they say that this situation could have been handled in a much better manner. Zelensky could have initiated some kind of a back channel or sought more time. But instead of embarrassing U.S. president before so many media personnel at the White House. So perhaps, there are many those who didn't like what he did yesterday at the White House. So because they understand U.S. and Ukraine are strategic partners, Ukraine cannot survive battle without U.S.'s support for a day. They may say that they have to, and they have started making drones, and they can survive with the help of Europe. But the reality is that it's U.S. which is the backbone of this entire combat which is happening.
True. And when you say that U.S. is the backbone of Ukraine when it comes to its own military might on the battlefield, because remember, when the Russian president began that war, he was very sure that he'll capture Kiev in a matter of days, something that the US president reminded him did not happen only because of US military aid. Give our viewers and audiences a sense of what is that military aid which makes the United States the backbone of Ukraine on the battlefield.
Well, Akanksha, definitely military aid, advanced technology, and perhaps the political support that U.S. brings along with it. The whole of Europe supported Ukraine along with U.S. and there was a political will behind that when Biden was the president. So one cannot deny that they stood in war against Russia for such a long time only because of US's military might and political might. Now, political might has already been removed. The only thing left is military might, and that will also be removed in some days from now. In fact, we have been told that Trump has already announced that some of the aid will be reduced that are being sent to Ukraine. So without that, Ukraine cannot survive. So many people, Akanksha, in Ukraine are not happy with what happened at White House. They are of the opinion that particular thing, that particular media engagement could have been avoided, and there could have been a different mechanism that Zelensky should have opted for to speak to Trump or perhaps to convince Trump, because U.S. is not an enemy of Ukraine, has never been an enemy of Ukraine, and both their interests are well aligned, irrespective of personalities. Their relationship is time tested, and people are not liking it because it's not a fight between two people. It's not heated arguments, but the leaders of the two democracies and strategic partners. So it's a big, huge loss. It takes years to build relationships, and what happened at the White House, it's completely a loss for President Zelensky.
Certainly an unprecedented scenario that played out in the Oval Office. Many thanks to you, Siddhant.